Today, we're gonna show you how to select and change any color in Photoshop, including adding a gradient. So we're here in Photoshop, our subject looks amazing. I wanna change the color of our clothing. Now, the first thing we need to do is create a selection, and you can do this in a few ways. Here is the easiest way to do it. We're gonna go to our adjustments layers. We're gonna go to Layer, down to a new adjustment layer, and we're gonna use Hue/Saturation. Let's go ahead and click there. Now with Hue Saturation, we're gonna hit OK. You're gonna see I can actually select the color that I want to change. In this case, let's go ahead and click on the reds because that's the color of our subject's clothing. And I'm gonna use this eyedropper tool right over here to select the exact color range of my subject's clothing. Perfect. Now, just a tip, you can actually download this sample image and PSD totally free. Click on the link right down below. That way you can follow along. So getting back into Photoshop, you can see we've chosen reds as our sample color, and we've gone ahead and used our eyedropper tool to select the exact reds we want to change. From here, all you have to do is go to your hue slider. Now I'm gonna take my hue slider, as you can see right here, and simply slide this to the left or the right. And you're seeing, yes, it is changing our subject's clothes. It looks pretty good, but you're gonna see at the same time, I'm just gonna go right over here. You're gonna see at the same time, look at this, because I chose reds and there's red in my subject's skin, it's actually changing the color of my subject's skin as well. We don't really want that. So what we need to do is figure out how to make a selection of our subject's skin. It's actually really easy to do. So we're gonna go right over here to our object selection tool in Photoshop. Go ahead and click here, make sure you're selected on the object selection tool. Fantastic. Now, with the object selection tool, you have an option right up here at the top that says select people. It couldn't be easier. Let's go to select people. We're gonna click on our person here. Now, I don't wanna click on the entire person, okay? I just wanna click on their hair, their eyebrows, their iris, nose, mouth, facial skin, upper body skin, arms, hands, that sort of thing. So basically, I'm just selecting, as you can see, I'm selecting the person themselves. I'm leaving their clothing not selected, and that's the key. So with all of this selected, again, I'm gonna leave their clothes and their accessories unselected. We're gonna click on apply. There we go. And you're gonna see this now turns into a selection. So now my person's face and her hands, this is selected. So with this selection, we can load it into the layer mask of our Hue/Saturation adjustment layer and simply make it invisible. So you can see we have our subject's skin selected. Now the next step is to go ahead and fill this selection with black on the layer mask, hiding this Hue Saturation adjustment layer in that area. So go ahead and click on your layer mask now. We're gonna go to Edit, we're gonna go down to Fill. And with our fill, we're gonna choose Contents. Let's go all the way to where we see black and hit OK. That's literally all you have to do. As soon as I hit OK, boom, you're gonna see it fills this area with black on our subject's layer mask, which basically just hides this Hue Saturation adjustment layer. Next step, just go ahead and deselect. So now our layer mask looks perfect. We can continue to change our hue and saturation at any time. So we're gonna go ahead, double click right over here on our Hue Saturation adjustment layer, which just brings you into your properties window, and check this out. Go ahead and grab your hue slider and look at this. We are changing the color of our subject's clothing in real time while our subject stays the same. And of course, I can also adjust our saturation if I want to, and I can even adjust the lightness or darkness of our subject's clothing. Go ahead and double click on any of these sliders to reset them. Now, here's something that's kind of cool. I'm gonna drag this right over to the left. I wanna show you how to make a gradient as well. This is an incredible effect. So we're gonna go back to our layers panel. Now here we can see this Hue Saturation adjustment layer. I can turn this off or on at any time, and I don't wanna mess with the existing layer mask. It's already great. So we're gonna group this layer with itself. Go ahead and click on the Hue Saturation adjustment layer, hit Control or Command G. You can see it simply groups it with itself, and then we're gonna click on the layer mask icon for the group. So now the Hue Saturation adjustment has its own layer mask, and then it's inside of a group that has a layer mask as well. Now all we need to do is use our gradient tool on the group mask. So let's make sure we're clicked on the layer mask for the group. Next, we're gonna go to our gradient tool. Right over here in our toolbar, you can also hit G on your keyboard. We're gonna make sure we go to gradient. Here in our gradient selector, we're gonna go to our basics and choose the black to white gradient, and I'm gonna choose our linear gradient. Now, all we have to do is click and drag. So let's go ahead to our image. We're gonna click and drag from top to the bottom, and you're gonna see it's going to create an incredible gradient with this effect. You can also reverse the gradient by clicking on this icon in your contextual taskbar. Go ahead and click there, and it's going to reverse the gradient. This is such a cool effect because we still have our hue saturation adjustment layer. The gradient that we put on the group is what's creating a gradient for our image. But check this out. If I double click on the hue saturation adjustment layer, I can still change the hue at any time. This is amazing. So here we are back in our properties window. I'm gonna go to my hue slider and look at this. We're just changing the hue, but now it's showing up in that gradient. So I have ultimate control. Look at how beautiful that is. Of course, I can still adjust my saturation here on the bottom, and I can adjust my lightness. And of course, if I want to, I can go back to the gradient. I can reverse the gradient at any time, and I can even move the gradient anywhere I want in my photo. I can go left and right, I can go back and forth, and I can even change it to a radial gradient if I wanted, to where it's one color in the center and it kind of fades out towards the edges. No matter what you want, this gradient is gonna work perfectly. I actually really like this radial gradient. I think it looks absolutely amazing. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our before and after. Don't forget, you can download this sample image totally free. Just click on the link right down below. And if you want to get more free tutorials, simply click on subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll Phlearn you later. Bye, everyone.